Hello and welcome back to the farm, to Schwaadeheim. We are gonna hook up the John Deere to our farm tech tanker, slurry tanker, and we are first going to go and try and spread some slurry on our grass fields. Let me put the beacons on. It is quite dark because we are in the shade of a huge mountain over there, so we need to be well lit for going on the road. Alright, so we have 8,200 liters of slurry. Let me wait for the traffic and go. No, the traffic can wait for me. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, sir. But I got places to go. It's quite cold outside, it's only 1 degree Celsius, but I think we're gonna be okay. The ground should not be frozen. That is the main thing. Okay. So these fields on the left and right are going to be sunflowers in the next season. But sunflowers are planted in the spring, so right now these fields are waiting empty. And this is the first grass field that we come across. So let me see if this actually works. Based on the soil information, it's in dire need of nitrogen or some kind of fertilizer, so I hope this will help. So let me go to 10 kilometers an hour. Okay. But it is doing something. As you can see on the mini map, it is applying a fertilizing state. But yeah, these fields are much too small to sustain our farm, which means we may need to buy a field or two before the next episode. I mean, before the next grass cut. I can't really see the reach, but I think we're getting everything. Yeah, okay, it looks good. But we are using way less than I expected. But that's okay. We are also gonna apply some slurry to the arable fields. So when it comes the seeding time, the sowing time, the planting time, we don't use as much of artificial fertilizer, because there is already some fertilizer state in the ground. Okay. Yeah, judging by the top left corner, we applied about half of what this grass field needs, which is good, you know. It's half more fertilized than it would be if we would not be doing this. All right. Yeah, I think this will be it. It's not a perfect coverage, but it's enough. So let's go to the other grass field. And let's go. But I seriously need to check some other fields because yeah, this will not do. This is way too little grass for our needs. One thing we could do, I'm not if it's compatible, but take down these trees and combine these two fields, but this really does not give us that much more in grass production, so yeah, probably not, but it is a thing we can do. Do not treat these two fields as two separate ones, but as one whole entity. Alright, so I ran out of grass. Let me just check what these two fields are. So this has something growing, and this is what, grass? Yeah, and field 97, how much does it cost? It costs 130,000 pounds. Okay. Land is quite expensive here in this region. Alright, so I will go load up and I'll be back with the full tanker. Returning back with the full tanker. This will be enough to cover the whole grass field we have left, and we possibly may be starting to cover these two fields with the slurry. So yeah, it's, you know, it's free fertilizer. I can't complain. And if it gives me half of the fertilizer stage for the grass, that should give us a nice little boost. Okay, it looks like it's covering nicely. now to fill in this corner. We're like a Picasso. We're painting a picture. Only it's a what's it called? Monochrome, brown monochrome. Okay. Let's check on the bees. Are they doing anything? No, as expected, they have their winter sleep. Okay, so we have 60% of the tanker left. Yeah, as you can see in the top corner, we have about half of what is needed for the perfect yield on grass, which is good enough, I suppose, but we still need some land, some more land. This is such an idyllic forest with meadows inside and everything, you know. Okay, I think I'm gonna start right over here. So us applying this slurry right now means that we are gonna use a little bit less of the solid fertilizer in the seeder, which will bring down costs. And because we have available, because we have slurry readily available, it would be a shame not to use it. But we also need to empty it, because if it gets full it can backlog, and then we have problems of other kinds, you know, not just we have too much slurry, but it can back up and spill over, and then we have a whole lot of trouble fixing that situation. That would be a true mud flood. Okay, 600 liters left. Let's start this row, and then we'll go back and fill it up. I know it's difficult to see how much area we have slurried, because the texture is so similar to the ground texture, but I can use the mini map as a guide. It's a stinky situation, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, so we can see a little bit clearer where we have already been. Looking this way. It has quite a wide ridge, this slurry spreader. Okay, can I turn around like this? Probably yes, but I will be missing a spot. Or no. Yeah, okay, I went too close to the previous row. Which means I am wasting some precious slurry. Okay. I believe I have enough in the tanker left to cover this triangle to finish this field off and make a start on the next field, field 32. As you can see on the mini-map, the characteristics of slurrying versus the spreading with artificial fertilizer is that the slurry is not evenly distributing in fertilizer state. That's because in real life you also don't have a completely homogenic slurry, which means that it's not completely even. We could do something about it with a mixer, I think, but I'm not sure. But yeah, this is just the way this behaves in real life, which is also simulated in this precision farming. Okay, and let's make a start on this field, and there is only one field left after this one, and that is the one just down the road in front of us. Okay, can we make the whole circle? That last field is a bit bigger. I think it's the size of these both two fields combined. So it may take a little bit more trips than these two have. Or maybe it's there, you know. We'll just have to see. The next thing we need to do is probably plow the fields. I don't think they have been plowed, and yeah, maybe we'll just cultivate them. I don't know, I'm not sure. But if they need plowing and we already have plow, then we will do it. If we don't have the plow, then we'll just cultivate all the fields and get them ready for sowing operation in the spring. So these are winter jobs. Okay, I have ran out just a little bit shy of making the whole field. Okay, be right back with the last tanker. I mean the next tanker. Let's quickly complete this field. There is just one triangle left over here. Okay, and everything else is going on the last field we own and is not yet been seeded or planted. And all the leaves are brown and the sky is gray. Not really, but you know, there's a song about it. I think it's by Mamas and Papas, California Dreamin'. That's a nice song. Okay, field 103. Getting some TLC. It's nice to have a runoff like this so I can drive into the forest to reach the whole field with our slurry tanker. Some fields are very tight, you know, they have borders right to the edge and hedges around and stuff like that, and that makes it very difficult farming with the trailers. Because if you want to be effective with the trailer, you need to have some space to turn around. Look, there's a playground over there, right by that pond. Noise. And there are people living over there, which might not have such a good time right now because of the code brown. Code brown. Yeah, I'm sorry, residents of that beautiful building. I know you have a stinky situation at the moment. Okay. Driving towards the sun reveals quite nicely where we have been and where we've not been already. And it looks like this tanker is going to be enough to cover the whole field. Awesome. That means no more going back to refill. But what we are gonna do now is when we return to the farm, we'll unhook the tanker and then we'll go check out the straw blowers for our cattle, because we really need to give them bedding. Otherwise they may get, you know, damaged hooves and get sores from lying down on the cold bare metal. All the fields are brown, all the leaves are brown, everything is brown, cold brown. And I think we are done. Let me see the... No, I have to check it here. Yeah, all these for 5 fields are done, and these 2 are already seeded, and they have the perfect amount applied via the seeder or the planter. Alright. Which means I will see you back at the farm. No, I'll see you at the shop where we'll be taking a look at the straw blowers for our cattle. Alright, here we are. This is the machine. It's a Warzy DE551. You put a round bale in here and it gets unfolded, and this shredder then throws it out towards the animal enclosure. This mod has a great feature. I mean, this machine, you actually have a built-in bale fork that you can use to load in the bale and then hook up to the machine itself. And I believe you can hook up from both sides, which I am gonna do because I want to be blowing straw on the right side. So when we come for our bale storage, we can go straight in and start blowing. Let me just try if this works in this side. Yeah, so this is how it works. Gotta be careful not to jump in, but the bale is being unfolded over here, and these spikes shred it and throw it out to the animal enclosure. Alright. And I think it was around 2,000 pounds, which is not too bad, considering others that are trailed one and even the front loader one are like 12,000 and upwards from there. New piece of equipment on the farm. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unhook this over here, the entrance to the cow pen, cow shed, I don't know, maybe shed pen. So the spikes are very low to the ground. And let's take one bale out, one straw bale, no, not 15. Okay, 15. I've done messed up. Let's go. This one. So if you don't have a bale spike, you can actually buy this machine and you get a free bale spike with it. Because a new bale spike, I think it costs around 1,000 pounds, and this whole thing is 2,000, and it actually allows you to provide... Okay, let me just be silent for a second while I do this. Okay. Back up. This is one bale loaded. And this, okay, I had it too much up. Yeah. So let's try. Okay. Okay, so the trigger is over here. Okay, I figured out. It's a shame it doesn't work via blowing, but anyhow we can play as if we are blowing over there. Are we getting any straw? Yeah, we are. Yeah, too bad. I was looking forward to blowing straw on the field, but I mean in the shed. But I guess not. Alright, we are coming to the end. This will be full straw input. And yeah. Alright, so I just checked this, and the price, we bought the calves for 300 apiece and the females for 100 apiece, which means we are already in profit. Awesome. Okay, this is everything I could get into the straw pile. It's just graphically not showing in the barn, which is a shame, but I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Okay, this is where I will leave you today. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great weekend, a great day, a great week, and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.